I say, yo, welcome to the BBW show. You feel me? We talk battle rap, basketball, and wrestling on a daily basis. The topic for today is Dark Side of the Ring. Wow. I ain't gonna lie. This season 4 is almost over. This has been a tough season. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we've had a death almost every episode. Every episode we've had a death. Chris Candido passed away. Junkyard Dog passed away. Adrian Adonis passed away. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. The Graham family passed away. Everybody's passed away from this season besides Magnum TA. He's the only one that they didn't do documentary on that's dead, basically. He's the only one that's still alive to tell his side of the story. Everybody else has passed away. Adrian the Adonis. For some reason, I heard that name a lot, but I've never, seen him. You feel me? I've never seen his work. I've never seen him wrestle, nothing. But I just will always say that name. This one was kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. This was bad. It had such a happy beginning, too. But this shit was bad, bro. This was bad. Not even talking about the documentary. I'm talking about, the story, what happened, stuff like that. This was bad. I ain't going to lie. So they started out with him talking about how he grew up in Boston, right? He grew up in, was it Boston? No, Buffalo, excuse me. Buffalo, New York. He grew up there. Now, they tried to not say it, but they was basically saying that he was in the mob. Gangster, he was in the mob. He had some little guy that was with him. He would go asking for money, and he'd take him with him. I forgot his real name. It's not Keith Murray. It's something. I forgot Adrian Adonis' real name, but they said it in the documentary a bunch of times. But he grew up in Buffalo. He had a bunch of fights. Real life tough guy, you feel me? Then he started to get into wrestling. He went to the AWA. He started doing shoot matches where they would pay somebody to come. They would tell somebody hey, if you can last 10 minutes, you can win da-da-da. We've seen this happen in wrestling since then, but it's been fake. You feel me? It's been fake. It's hey, the guy from the crowd to come in, beat up the person, and get a job. That's how we got Santino Marella. This was not like that. This was straight shoots, you feel me? Yo, if somebody come in here, you got to beat them up. Bruise them, break their arm, whatever. Make wrestling look real as shit, you feel me? Shoot matches, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He started doing that for a while. Then he was in the AWA teaming up with Jesse Ventura. That was a big deal for a little while. He ended up jumping from the AWA to WWE. He was in WWE for a little while, too. For a little while early. They said the 1980s. The boom period. The boom period of wrestling, he was in WWE. He was a good wrestler, too. Very good wrestler. They talk about Vince McMahon changing his gimmick because he had a New Yorker gimmick, like a mob boss almost. You feel me? Vince McMahon wanted to change that, make him way more flamboyant. That's when he started coming out with the makeup and stuff, the eyeliner, stuff like that. Then the big part that took a big turn in this was he got into a fight with Dan Spivey. Yes, Dan Spivey. Another wrestler name I've heard, but I've never really seen him. Never really seen Dan Spivey. He's in this documentary. He got into a shoot fight with Adrian Adonis. In the ring and backstage. Because Adrian Adonis used to shoot on people, start taking liberties with them, beating them up too hard. So it's bro, Dan Spivey's bro, one day I'm not with it. Beat his ass in the ring. Then I said, nah, he's not going over tonight. I'm changing the finish. Gangster, beat his ass. They didn't show footage of it. They just had the reenactment, which makes me think it was at a house show or something. It was at a house show and wasn't on live TV. But Dan Spivey beat his ass. They get back in the locker room. Dan Spivey beats his ass some more. You hear me? Knocked him out. They said Adrian Adonis was never the same after that. After Dan Spivey kicked his ass, he was never the same. His ego was killed. He was going around like a big, tough guy. Then you just got your ass beat. It was over. It was over from there. You feel me? After a while, they say he left WWE because of drug issues. In the 80s. Think of that. His drug issues was too crazy for WWE in the 80s. They said everybody was doing coke. Even Bret Hart. Bret Hart on camera said, yeah, I went to his room one day. They all was sniffing coke, Roddy Piper, all of them. I started doing lines with them. You hear me? Bret the Hitman Hart, bro. Started doing lines of coke. Gangster. Crazy. After WWE, he goes back to AWA, has a match with George, what's his name? Greg, it's not Greg Valentine. Damn, now I forgot his name. He had a good match with somebody though, I forgot. It was a nice little junior too. Somebody, I think it was Greg Valentine's son or something. Something like that, you feel me? Had a nice match. He was like, yo bro, he told Adrian Adonis like, yo bro, you're fat, you're out of shape. We couldn't even go 10 minutes. Get your shit together, you feel me? Adrian Adonis started taking it serious, tried to get himself in more shape, started wrestling more. Then he went to a wrestling tour in Canada. At the time, he was working for Japan and all of that. But on his free time, I guess he went to Canada. He was in a bad road accident, just like Magnum TA, in an automobile crash. But this one, I guess the car took off and drove into the lake or something, a frozen lake. Crashed it and all of that, bro. It was him and 3 other wrestlers that passed away that night. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That shit was gruesome. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was gruesome. They didn't talk to the daughters a lot because I guess they was mad young when it happened. But he had 2 daughters and he had a wife. That was fucked up. 2 daughters and a wife that got left behind. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. And this was one of Bret Hart's favorite wrestlers. Bret Hart said, bro, I learned a lot from him. I wish I could have had my first WrestleMania match against him. And the crazy thing is, he was groomed to fight Hulk Hogan. Before Dan Spivey beat his ass, he was going to fight Hulk Hogan in the 80s. That would have gave him mad money. He would have been up from that, bro. Everybody that feuded with Hulk Hogan at that time was up. Everybody. Sergeant Slaughter, Nikita Koloff, Roddy Piper, whoever feuded with Hulk Hogan at that point, bro, was up. Up, 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 up. Gangster. He never got that feud with Hogan. That could have changed his life. That would have changed his life. I'm not even going to say could have. That would have changed his life working with Hulk Hogan at his peak. Never happened because he got to a shoe fight with Dan Spivey. They never said why they didn't go to that, but I guess it's because nobody could take him serious. Or because they felt like he wasn't a real tough guy no more. Well, dark side of the ring, bro. Another wrestling tragedy. I ain't gonna lie. Adrian the Adonis. And he died mad young. He was like, what? He was probably between 35 and 40. Died mad young. This is what I said last week. We're not going to be having dark side of the ring with the current wrestlers. Because there's a lot of current wrestlers today that's 40 and still performing to a great level. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega. All them niggas damn near pushing 40. They still mad great. Bobby Lashley, Edge, Chris Jericho. It's like, bro, the current wrestlers, they don't have drug habits. They not fighting like that. You feel me? They not cheating on their wives like that. Bro, the current generation of wrestlers is so great. I ain't gonna lie. Forget the star power and promo and all of that. Bro, they don't have no issues. They don't have no issues. Niggas is on Twitch, gamers and all of that. It's like, bro, that dark side of the ring is definitely gonna reach its crescendo. You feel me? Reach its crescendo. Because y'all can't do stuff on people past the 2000s, really. Like major stars. Y'all not going to be able to do nothing past the 2000s. Because everybody from that 2000 OVW era or 2002 Ring of Honor era, they're all still healthy. They're all still healthy. There's not a lot of people that died early because of substance abuse. That's something you got to give credit to this current generation. Nobody really has substance abuse issues. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in this comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more.